TV. Starring this new quest. Can't forget the facial hair.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Easy now. No need to hurry.
So, it wasn't a dream after all.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs.
Was he already here?
You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Don't you dare! If you violate the virtue of my carpet, I'll do a good thing worse and put a collar around your neck.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well.
Good gods! There's been a murder here.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of...
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time, didn't you? You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? A man of principle. I get it. Wonder how you'll feel when whoever did this does it again. You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Everything's spick and span. Nothing left to do, really.
That's enough now.
It was one of them. I know it.
In fact, he's
You put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us didn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just...
You're a human, like me. That means we're friends already. My mum told me not to make friends with lizards and elves and dwarves and stuff.
Insufferable, surely.
What do
You look like my daddy.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Come on, please, Losa.
A no doesn't become a yes over time, you know.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that? The ship, of course.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with him.
A calming sort of sound, isn't it? Where there's talk, there's health. That's all you hear, though. Listen close. There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news. It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for... Yes! Only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
As the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with him.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty.
Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying
An elf
on.
sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, you lay awake thinking of someone back home. A very special someone. You were reminiscing about the things you used to do together.
One of us would kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where
Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Keep those bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
What on earth is the
Right.
matter?
I always knew you'd turn out rotten.
Murder
Ben
most
Mest.
foul, and I strongly suspect you know all
Your
about
kind
it.
always hung closest
Do
to
you?
our divine.
Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right
This
over
again?
the side of this ship with it.
One of us could kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad?
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far? Trust me, with Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's God-woken, you know. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Keep those bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
What happened?
dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead. The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor.
The hatch is blocked. I need to find another way. Not long before this thing snaps into splinters! Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards. Gods. By divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer! Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. Saw it coming, I did. Sorcerer mutiny. Go on then. Find a place to hide and stay there.
Bishop Alexander. If Lucian were alive, what would he think of his son's divine order?
What will happen?
And you thought Gavilan was flat. You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into...
The skeleton...
Oh. Yes? Should remember, one of your race's weaknesses...
The skeleton resumes...
Great God! Something's pounding on the hull! God damn it! We need to get off this wreck and quick!
I need to get off this ship. after the dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
But wait! There's still people down there!
As the boat rocks downward, a prayer to Lucian you once heard passes through your mind. The law of life from divine within saved me from death and the shackles of sin. You clench your eyes and brace for impact.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Those Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems someone, something, wanted me alive. Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore. These bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. drowned and eaten by a void woken. I wonder in which order. A black cat. Hello, kitty.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused. I've spotted something. It appears confused.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Listen.
She ain't coming back.
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be pretty. That, Magister, that was Bishop Alexander, leader of the Divine Order, and his right hand, Dallas. How do you not know this? That kind of talk will land you on the rack, Pipsqueak. Play tough and we'll play rough, yeah. Now why don't you move along and settle in? A Magister will come and find you when they're ready for you. Could be a while, though. We're up to our hoods in sinners these days.
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept
Did you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close, almost within arm's reach. You don't know them? Oh, remarkable. Bishop Alexander is the son of the Divine, the leader of the Divine Order. And Dallas, the hammer, is his right hand. They are all that stand between you, me, and the Void. And they were right here just a moment ago, attending to some business.
She ain't coming back.
Oh, I'll not forget this. I wonder if I could get a letter out of this place. Oh, my daughter would love to hear I'd seen the great Bishop up close.
She's gone, Farah. Gone.
Come on, Lexi. Pay up.
I find any bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have your cud.
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft? Disgusting like threats?
Grave God, will you quit dragging this on? Ain't that hard, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
This is not your business, Long Pig.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff, especially not one of you.
The intense-looking man stands beside you against the thugs, shooting you an appraising glance. Burrow looks you both up and down, sizing up your combined threat.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you. You ain't worth the sweat of my brow anyhow.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
Shua! 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 Got you!
I feel him, but I do not see him.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
She bows.
In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. Through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs, I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. My son looks back. I shout to him to run. I am taken. Wait, before you go. I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but I can think of no finer occasion than this. Thank you.
Got you!
I feel him, but I do not see
I
him.
got you! Got you! Whoever kills the other is the boss!
My unlikely friend. What do you need?
I feel him, but I do not see him.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky. Do stop gaping. Anything can be procured inside these walls. That's for you to decide.
I feel him, but I do not see him.
place, Pinky. You loyalist scum.
I know they help. You're cheating!
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns towards you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Ah, hello. I see you come a long way. I see you come here seeking a great adventure. Do you find it?
She laughs and looks around as though taking in the scenery, though her eyes are still covered.
Many people to meet, many stones to turn, and there is a great joy here, as though the walls and water themselves were made by many smiling gods. Even if we are here under unhappy circumstances, still I feel it. I see it before my eyes. It is not so bad. I know which days have bread and which days have none. I know more bread comes someday. It helps.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way, Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? He knows how to leave. My protector, my friend. An elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He tries to help me, to save me, and he suffers very much. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek, a way out. You bring me great peace. Thank you, my friend. I miss him very much. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him.
I feel uneasy here.
The frogs are gone. The children shall be safer. I see the good in you. I see all of you. No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Your kind I handle, but small ones. Children everywhere and an idiot for good measure. The divine truly dies.
This hole is too small for you to squeeze into.
Got you!
Save your spirit to fight the Reaper. Rest now, or you'll hie yourself to the grave. The Queen's beard. It looks like you lost a fight with a claw hammer. Reckon you're in need of something to heal yourself up, eh?
Instead of a potion, she hands you an empty bottle and a fat brown mushroom.
Not scared of a little elbow grease, are you? A fella ought to know how to put himself right. Go ahead and combine the mushroom with the vial. Once you've mastered the technique, you'll never need help from a crusty old quack like me again. Business savvy? Don't be profane. This is people's health we're talking about. And I get by just fine in the meantime, thank you kindly. What were you thinking, messing with Griff's roots anyhow?
So this is Fort Joy.
A delivery. Surely you'll have one?
I know that look well enough. You're about to pop, ain't ya? Why don't you enter a match and let some of that frustration out the right way? Winning has its own rewards, if that's what you're after. Slip down the hatch and talk to Thorn. Put those greasy hands of yours to work.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
What? Who's asking?
Here's the goods.
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light, watching it glint.
I'm listening.
If a magister finds it here, you forget my name here.
Keep it there, will ya?
A Myro. Bloody elves. I guess you mean the clown I caught stealing from my kitchen. He's not going anywhere. Supplies. A crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. Ain't been here long, have ya? No one.
He twirls his knife between his fingers.
Divine's gone. This blade is the only god watching over Fort Joy. Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal. Sure, have a look. You already know the terms. Nothing else to say. Sure, have a look.
Hey, you're a little light in your pack, ain't you, mate? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much. Ain't fit for beasts.
Fella in that cage is the thief. Stashed the oranges somewhere before he was caught. If you believe that. I see plenty of liars in my line of work. Snakes, weasels, worms. That fella's square as a pavestone. If he's the thief, I'll eat my boots. Sure do. Ask me, it'd have to be one of those sad sacks that's always hanging around Griff looking for favours.
She darts her tongue out of her mouth like a snake.
Some folks, and some reptiles, would do anything to get his attention. I see plenty of liars in my line of work. Snakes, weasels, worms. That fella's square as... It's all in the eyes. Joy lives in the eyes, sometimes way in the back, but it's there. Sure you don't want to have a look at my stock before you go? I was serious about what I said. Everything in my pack's been got by special means. Let's just say, folks... Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Take your coin, then.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
If a magister finds this on you, you forget my name, here?
Got it?
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Alright, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody open the door.
Ain't fit for beasts. Leave him be. Don't make me say it again.
Listen, I can help you if you just... Shut up, elf.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Really?
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too, and sharper than any knife. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every roll, or so she said. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into your neck.
Oh.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time, I'll let my needle do the licking. Not so very far from home, I'm sure. This is the turf of Magisters, and Magisters tend to be human, like you.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in the side of your throat. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slave. But now I'm free, of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here, to Fort Joy. I intend to raise the subject with him.
Point out that I am not the lizard.
She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that twist coming. I was certain the pitiful begging was about to begin. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you?
I need you.
Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible. A silly thing to say, but then again, I did think catching me off guard was impossible. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? The agony of choice. You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that lizard I mentioned. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Let's discuss our respective roles then, shall we? You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide-and-seek. So, what role would you like me to play? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth, the quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal wielding any weapon or magic. So, the choice is yours.
We can be same rogue. We can have two rogues. Ninja squad.
Suits me fine. Lead on, or better yet, let me take the lead. Then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side. For the moment.
Seville. Is that the lizard she was talking about? Never even noticed this motherfucker here.
As you're about to approach the lizard, Sabine cups your chin between thumb and index finger, then guides your eyes to hers.
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right by me this time.
You don't see why not? So you'd rather talk to him yourself?
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly with the other. Then the questions commence. You hear him yelp about the master, lone wolves, and a man called Griff. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground.
Damn, she split that motherfucker's gut. Oh, she's
Sabine
brutal.
heaves a sigh of satisfaction, and as she wipes her needle clean, shoots you a cursory look.
Chat's over.
So, that seemed just a tad excessive.
What you witnessed was an exercise in restraint, and jolly good fun to boot. Something on your mind? It's simple. He scarred me, so I scarred him extensively.
She defies you with devilishly innocent eyes.
Can you blame me?
I would have been so.
There it is. I was wondering when your spine would make an appearance. Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still. You know what? I'm feeling a bit peckish. And Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens. Fellow named Griff.
Oh, I gotta talk to him.
One stone. How about it?
That works for me. I need to fucking do some show growth too. Unusually large orange. What? He just had a whole bunch of like skills on him?
This was the crate I was after. Looks like someone's cleared out most of the contents, though.
Ain't going any further than that.
Sabine gently places a hand on the small of your bag. Her mouth reaches your ear with a whisper.
She's like, I gotta kill this motherfucker.
Let me have a word with the gentleman, would you? I've a little clue to follow up on.
Like that. I gotta get that dude out the fucking cell though. Better not kill him.
Sabine steps forward and asks Griff the cook about the lone wolves. A dead little birdie told her he's the man to talk to. A little back and forth ensues. Money crosses hands, and before you know it, Sabine stands back beside you, all smiles.
No.
Thank you. We should make good on our escape, you know. I have to see a man about a wolf in the hollow marshes. Naught but a whelp in skillful hands, I'm sure. Zalaskar's his name. A name for the taking, if it comes to that.
Sounds good to me, but I still have to talk to him.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again. Griff tears into one of the oranges with both hands. Juice squirts through his hands as he desperately rips through the rind.
Looks like everything's accounted for. Now the important question. Who's the thief?
He raises an eyebrow.
Looks like someone did my job for me. Your guy's free to go. He should be fine. Eventually.
Nice. See, I got things happening. Now he's gonna let this guy go. That's crazy, because in my other file, totally not what happened.
Very. I hold my end of the bargain. I
Complete
show
opposite.
you the way out. But I have something more to ask of you. Sahela, she is everything. A ruler, a seer, a knower, a child. She cannot be lost here.
What do you have in mind?
It is for all our people, for the world. Give me your map. I show you the way out. A secret, dangerous, but it leads to freedom. I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who still remain. Tell them Sahela is here. They will send help. Please. She is important. I go to her. I wish you good luck, and I thank you for us all.
Wouldn't he know how to get the knife fucking things off though? Piece of shit. Oh, I think he's going back to base anyway. So he marked the way out to the underground over there.
What were you thinking, messing with Griff's brutes, anyhow?
This map is just for joy. That's crazy.
Is that thing eating corpses?
Oh. I can't further go over there.
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time.
Damn, see? In mine and Kotar's file, I don't know where I found the Yarrow, but I found it and gave it to him, and it calmed him down, and he gave me a dope ring. Like, I fucking... Damn it, I should have found it first. I came back up from here. Slowly back away from the creature.
You want to leave. You want to go. Tell me where the yarrow grows. Tell me. Tell me, tell me now, or shall I pick your parts clean too? It's easy. Ugh! Where does the yarrow grow?
Fuck. Oh, magical armor blocking your bullshit. Damn, Sabelle. I didn't want to do this to you, bro. I didn't want to do this to you, bro. Don't make me do it. Mission. Oh. Oh, you're about to get it now. Yeah, I still got his ring. Not the way I wanted to get it, but I didn't want to kill him.
The dead man, creature, thing, lies in a heap on the beach.
The madness seemed to have quite taken it. There was nothing for us to do but put it down. The poor fellow seemed concerned with Yarrow. That suggests some trace of his personality remained.
He was mad, but his fascination with Yarrow tells me a splinter of his true personality remained.
Okay. You're getting that chest pieces. Sheesh. Oh, my strength is 11. Damn. I don't have 11 strength. Oh, but I might have it right now. Yeah. See, I can pick a new magic shit now. Cause I was like, maybe I could pick the Geomancer and get the stone, the oily stone, to do that combination. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Oh, fuck. I want to be able to talk to animals.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What's going on?
No, what's going on? I know if you interact with him the first time and you have the pet thing, you get a longer conversation with him, but I guess I'm just like, oh wait, chest piece, yeah. Oh, what? That's crazy. I just gotta get that fucking stupid neck source collar off of me, man. Better pants too. So it looks better with that now.
What's this? I found something.
What's in here? Oh, what? These are tunnels that are gonna lead us to the land of fucking oath. Definitely said it. Blah. Oh, and I can understand him now. Sick. I can do this fight.
I've spotted something.
That's crazy because me and Clutch I got here a totally different way. What? I heard her. Okay. Yeah, she just got her eyes right out. See what's going in it. Oh yeah, I need to put that ring on me. I should have made him the same. Do I not have pants? Says better like that. No, my cat's gonna die.
You there, foot slug! You're trespassing in the princess's royal court.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look at this gruesome creature. Well, polish him. Who is this princess?
You've never heard of Her Royal Highness, Princess Zenthia of the Firelands? To be forgotten? Truly the cruelest part of that dog Brachus Rex's punishment. Every creature in the world should know and love the princess. You would be wise to leave here. My princess is already in a foul mood. To have an uninvited guest show such ignorance would only inflame her further. She's fed up of being trapped in this cavern, of course. She wants the curse of Brachus to be removed so that she can find a prince who's worthy of her hand in marriage.
Oh, maybe I can help.
Until she is free of the tyranny of Brachus, her mood will only darken, I fear. Her own courtiers can do little to cheer her. And outsiders? Well, outsiders rarely survive her wrath.
Say that this is a little concern to you.
Truly? Then perhaps the tyrant has fallen, and my princess might be free. Be sure to tell her. It'll raise her spirits no end.
Do you hear that? Something's up ahead.
Brr. And he doesn't have a staff on?
You there, boy. Did Brachus send you? Is he ready to apologize?
Hesitate before saying, scowl and say you won't be spoken to. Weirdly chuckle to yourself that it'd be too easy to poke some fun here. Sense the precautions in a situation.
Speak up, Servant. Do you bring word from Brachus or not?
Clear the...
Silence! I won't have the grovelling of that whelp Brachus delivered by some half-wit servant. Only when he prostrates himself before me will I even begin to consider the notion of forgiving him.
Keep up to straight and answer like yourself can inquire as to what Brachus did to him. Say you gotta pass on a message if she lets you go. Oh.
You
Hey.
truly are a dim-witted specimen, aren't you? I was to be wed to Brachus, but he flew into a rage after a lover's tiff.
Oh.
He put a curse on me and all of my courtiers, transforming us into the beasts you see before you. He'll come to his senses sooner or later. Then he'll beg me for forgiveness.
Oh, I'll gladly give him the message if you would let me to pass.
The slug's features crease into a look of what might be suspicion.
You seem in an awful hurry to leave. An awful hurry. You know what that makes you seem like to me? A spy.
Say that her sense must be failing her, so with this dark cabin, you are no threat. Say that you are only in a hurry because Bragg is right, so don't forget anything. Say that you could never betray a majestic being, saying that your intentions are spiritual. Confess that a low serpent like yourself can only bear to be in the presence of man and beauty for so long. It's like, oh.
Perhaps you're not a spy then? But there's something off about you. If you're truly a servant of Brachus, then you should know in which hand he wields his axe. Left or right?
This question is ridiculous.
Ah, indeed it is. For Brachus's axe is two-handed.
No, I wasn't
Clearly,
falling
you are
for
who you claim. Take this message to
that.
him. Tell him I'm still awaiting his apology, and my patience is wearing thin. Now go.
I wasn't falling for that. The good old left or right? None. I know that trick. You weren't tricking me with that. Take your leave. Before you leave, ask that Her Royal Highness repeat her tale of woe, that people should know of their princess's plight. I will take a look. Look at that. And last time when I was here with Kosar, they were like super hostile trying to kill us, and now, like, to me, yes, I'll talk to you. You are the Queen Flag. Alrighty. Nice to meet you. I'm fucking old. Then again, we didn't even have to interact with them at all since we found that teleporting spot.
Who are you?
Oh.
Who are you? Get out of here! Where are the guards? Guards!
Oh, shit. I just realized that. Wow. I didn't even go through that way last time. Yo. Because we found the slug cavern through the prison. Wow. Wow, that's such a trip now that I think about it. She's not gonna listen to me. Or I could tell her to be quiet, or I'll fucking shut her the fuck up. Yo, please, just... Oh, you ain't got shit.
What? No. No! I won't go! I won't go! Guards! You can't silence me. You'll see. They'll get their hands on you and then... Guards! Help me! They'll come. They'll come. There is no leave. I tried to leave. The undead had their hands on me in 5 minutes. Shredding, tearing. I came limping. Help me! Help!
Help me!
Help me! Help me! I don't want to go!
They'll come.
Help me!
Nobody's coming, and the door is locked. That's crazy. I remember doing that whole prison thing. That's crazy. Yeah, see? We came through here, and then we teleported over there. And that motherfucker had $100 something on him. Yeah, see, we teleported on that rock over there. How crazy. Yeah. Wow, dude. I just realized that. We got through that prison because we helped that dude with the magic gloves go through the hole. And I just realized I did it a total another way. That's intense. That's pretty intense. Oh, my fucking magical armor blocked that shit. Sick. Damn. Kotaro's gonna freak out when I tell him that. I'm like, dude, we did it a totally different way. What? Climbable vines? Let's go. Dude, and I can search the cave freely right now, because it's like, you know, I'm cool with them. They're not gonna fucking attack me. Is there something? Oh. I'll fix some of that. That's crazy. So far, I got through so far this game with like very little fighting. That's dope. Oh yeah, look, see now I'm back over here though. Was this where? But see, oh man, that's a trip. Now when I think about it, cause we came out of that hole, so it technically didn't lead us back. You know, I feel so confused now. She's like, yes, you may go. But this is not where we wanted to go, I guess. Technically. Oh no, that's where we want to go. Oh fuck, how am I gonna get over there? That's a hell of a journey. I still haven't talked to the gnome. Somebody got destroyed here. No.
The Magister stares at the ground, unaware of your presence. With a start, she looks up and realizes someone is standing right beside her. Her eyes meet yours. She doesn't blink.
The Divine is dead. The Bishop is all we have left.
We ever tried. I wouldn't know anything about that.
Really? It's all I can think about.
Her voice trails to silence, and she resumes staring at the ground, lost deeply in thought.
I do wish Alexander would ascend sooner rather than later.
I wonder what's keeping Alexander from ascending. Ask if the Divine is alive if she missed it.
Hmm? Oh, yes. Only a week or two before, well, you know. I wanted to serve him more than anything. But who didn't then? He was driving the Black Ring back, soon to rout them entirely. I put my faith in the Bishop. Reminds me of his father. And what he said has been true. Wherever there are sorcerers, Voidwoe can strike.
When that's keeping Kaga from ascending.
They say his powers are not developing as they should. They blame the Voidwoken. But we need his powers to develop so that he may banish the Voidwoken. It's quite the pickle.
Oh, what's getting worse? You better hurry up.
I wish it every night. More than anything.
You better hurry up.
Bad luck
Bad
to
luck
let
when
one
a
of
black
them
cat
cross your
crosses
path.
your path. How bad is it if they die on it?
No, you motherfuckers killed my cat. Oh, I'm about to John Wick the horse shit out of you motherfuckers. No way. No way. I gotta be able to like revive my fucking cat. Come on. Resurrect. Resurrect my cat. Come on. Come on. Aw, you fucking horseshit. That poor cat. Yeah, motherfuckers, mark my cat. Oh, I'm gonna come back and kill everybody. I swear to you. Mark my goddamn cat.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after?
Oh. You making cool shit? Lockpicks. Ooh. I'll take 2. Maybe. Elemental totems. Dimensional bolt. Peace of mind.
I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Nothing of mine needs testing. Pay or walk. Just don't waste any more of my time. Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself might earn my time of day. Speaking of, you haven't, so buy or shove off. All manner of things.
She's like, I'm selling a bunch of things. I'm a fucking thing. Bong, 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 bong. Damn. She's got a quest apparently. Oh, yeah, which is the
The
fucking
woman looks
necklace.
up as you approach, wiping her brow with a grease-blackened hand.
What do you need? The hammer got you curious. Yeah, funny name for a gal like that.
She nods once.
Clever lass, her. No wonder what Alexander sees in her. Questioning, oh, I don't know. She was a sweet soul, quiet, loved her family. Always seemed strong as I recall, but she didn't come across as no fearless military leader back then. She was just a girl. People do change, don't they?
I'm out. School off.
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
Who in their right mind? Oh, this is back at the beach. That's not what I'm trying to. Swing, bang, swing, bang, swing. That's the arena this motherfucker was talking about. Swing, bang.
Ah, you're back. Oh, it's so good to see you, mate. You know who you look like? The moon. I bet you hear that all the time, don't you? Sure, have a look.
He's like, you're my best friend. You ain't got shit. I sell you beer, I sell you wine, I sell you milk, I sell you beer, I sell you wine, I sell you beer. And an apple.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh? Everything there? Good.
I'm out. People just on watch.
Hands out your pockets now.
Worse than war rations.
What's your hands, pipsqueak? What are you loitering round here for?
Oh,
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sorcerers? Yet so quickly, we find source so dangerous. What in his death caused it? So void world.
The ravaged among the ruins. That is all we are in Fort Joy. We may see no bars, but we are firmly behind them here and now. As I hunt for answers, escape must ever be on our minds. Let's save those for later, shall we? Not quite the thing I tend to share with strangers. Suffice to say, I need to speak with Zalaskar. So let's find him. Ha! Nonsense. We've already cheated death. Ha! Shouldn't be too hard, trust me. May require some needlework.
needlework. Lost them. You gotta find that guy.
A thousand bucks of dust.
He likes it thick and long.
Oh,
Combs it out all dilly-eye day.
that's my buddy.
He likes it big and strong. Combs it out all dilly-eye day. He twists and rubs and tweaks the nubs. He strokes and pokes like all the blokes. They say he'll touch it all day long. And combs it out all dilly-eye day.
Who the fuck is that in the background?
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free, to no avail.
Bah. I remember you from the ship.
Eh? Oh, that. That won't be my first or last role on a lost boat. You certainly made it out fine, didn't you? You made quite sure of that from what I hear. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got...
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together before placing them both back on the plank and pulling.
Bleeding nail must be charmed or something. Go on then, give it a go.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly crumbles to pieces in your hand.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I loosened her up.
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
For your trouble.
There you go.
No, but I'd hoped to build something with it that would be worth 1,000. Yeah, it were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
Plan B?
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you.
I got you.
That's the spirit.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows with the grace of a courtier.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast.
Beast.
Hey, now. It's quite a nice-sized place, actually. Play your cards right and I'll invite you for the summer. I'll tell you when you're older. Anyhow, we're a team now, so the me is not half as important as the us. Let's get down to brass tacks. Fighting, I mean. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so important as team dynamics. So what'll it be?
Battle mage.
Then it's settled. Capital. Well, that's that sorted. Onward then. I've got to get out of here, and soon. And I suppose you do too.
Now I'm customizing here. Let us customize here. Another one. Stop it.
Coloured like a dog. A very pink, very long dog.
That's right here.
I'd pity you, but Shakra the Ineffable has no patience for weakness. Laughing in the faces of my enemies, of course. Little do they know, the most powerful sorcerer the world has ever known scuttles on their very shores.
Oh, that's why that crab was fucking sick. That's why that crab was really dope, fucking doing all those magic. It's a fucking mage.
This power is my birthright, same as yours, but one of us has grown to astounding heights and the other has sunk into depths too humiliating to describe. Pity. But of course, they'll happily dump your maggot-ridden corpse into the sea when they're through with you. Ha! Of course, precious. But which is worse, the cure or the disease? Sorcerers dance while magistrats pull the strings. Fools all! Their tomfoolery won't save them from the destruction the void shall wreak upon them.
Super evil crab. Whoa. Fucking gator. It's a fucking gator. Triple dash. Oh, she's max adrenaline. Bomb, bada, bomb, bada, bomb, bomb, bomb. Not in the range. He's gonna end this thing. Oh. Yeah, plug of oil. No. Oh, I burned my own team. Oh, we're gonna get this. Oh. Save this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna grab a bite to eat and do a couple things. And then we'll get another live stream pop and stay tuned. You already know, Koda TV.